Hello and welcome to the series Build Your Creative Business, a series for artists and makers. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the artist resume or the artist's CV. So far we've talked about how to write an effective artist bio and statement, and today we're going to talk about CV, and here are the rest of the lessons for this series. So an artist's CV or a resume is pretty much like any resume that you probably have written for a non-artistic or creative job. You have sections of your education, your personal information, your job history, and any type of pertinent information for that particular job. And this is only a little bit different. So you still include your personal information, education, any exhibits, collections, special projects, any residencies, awards, nominations, and if you've had any teaching experience that relates to the audience or who will be reading your resume. Like any resume, you really want this to be neat and clear and have those sections. Artists tend to really want to embellish a resume with tons of creative things. Like if you were an embroiderer, you might want to be tempted to put a little bit of embroidery on the page, and that's very clever, but that might be just over the top a little bit, and you might want to rein yourself in. Nothing wrong with putting, say, a stitch or something very small. That is like a subtle personalization. Also, if you want to have a tiny little personalization to the studio, perhaps you've got your resume or your CV is going to a juried art show, and the juried art show is about water. So you might want to put, a little picture of or a little drawing of a drop of water, something very subtle. You could even go as far as perhaps everything you make is orange. You could put your resume on orange paper because that would kind of make a sense as well. Okay, here is an overwhelming page of resumes. There's tons of different templates out there. Now there's common factors in these. You could see that there's sections. You can see that there's a little bit of different fonts. Try not to go crazy with that. You want it to be clear, concise. You want it to be directed to the audience, so it's okay to tweak your CV to whoever is going to be reading it. So go ahead and check out some of the online templates for an artist resume. So you can just Google artist CV or artist resume templates and pick something that reflects your art, your personality, and who the audience is and who will be reading your resume.